right here. 3rd and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs on the offensive side of the ball. Bradley Chubb's going to get a sack here. Now, the Broncos, they're in their nickel package here. It is legitimately man coverage all across the board. You got man coverage here. You've got man coverage right here. You've got the number 2 receiver right here, man coverage. And then you got man coverage on number 3. But what's going to happen, things are going to change initially because you're going to have an internal crossing route all the way across. Justin Simmons is going to pick him up. So that means he cannot chase all the way on the inside because of the fact Kansas City loves to run the crossing patterns. They're going to run the wheel route. He's going to run a vertical. He's going to run a swing. He's going to come across here. You're going to see these route combinations that really just try to focus on getting defensive cover guys to cross. You've got a too high safety look right here. So initially, Kareem Jackson, he's going to have coverage responsibility on number 3, whoever it may be. Bradley Chubb's going to come off the edge here. So with Malik Reed and the 2 down linemen, Josie Jewell is going to also blitz here. The Broncos did a good job disguising their coverages, their blitz packages, and they get to him right here. Bradley Chubb takes away the passing lane, comes up with a big sack on Patrick Mahomes. It forces a 4th down. Now, I'm going to show you this here from the other angle. I like the look here. Justin Simmons is the lurker. They play a lot of robber coverage, a lot of cover 1 out of a lot of cover 0-2, meaning that Kareem Jackson is going to have a man responsibility since there are receiving threats to his side. And ideally, it's going to end up being the running back as the number 3 guy because number 2 is on to the left of Tyreek Hill, who Tyreek Hill, you can see him right here a little bit. The number 2 receiver is going to run all the way across. And guess what? Since Josie Jewell's blitzing, you got a blitz here. You got coming off here, here, and here. And then even Alexander Johnson for a split second is going to blitz and then kind of take a step back. Justin Simmons is going to take whatever comes on the inside track here. And as you can see, it is the number 3 receiver coming across there. So he's going to pick it up, as you can see right there. And the Broncos get the sack. Bradley Chubb bringing him down. Good season for Chubb so far this year. Draymond Jones comes away with a sack on Patrick Mahomes on this play here. Broncos, they're in their dime package. I'm going to show you exactly what happens. You're going to have Draymond Jones and Shelby Harris. They're playing in double 3 techniques. You're going to have Malik Reed, and then you're going to have Bradley Chubb here. Alexander Johnson playing the spot here. But here's what the Broncos do, okay? They're playing deep. This is a 10-yard situation. It's obviously going to have to be where they're trying to keep everything in front of them. Bradley Chubb is going to come off right here, give this wide receiver a jam, and then rush the quarterback off the outside. You've got Michael Ojemudia in one-on-one coverage right here. You're going to have coverage here. Duke Dawson does a great job jamming and rerouting Travis Kelce so he doesn't have any free release to get vertical. Tyreek Hill and his speed. Bryce Callahan, he's going to backpedal and bail, and then he's going to get deep over, and he's going to have to climb over the top right here. And then obviously you've got your off-man coverage here, A.J. Boye. But what we're going to see on this play, I like the design by the Broncos defensively to jam and reroute. Travis Kelce, once again, 3 catches, 31 yards on the evening. They limited his big play productivity. Draymond Jones coming off of an injury. Good to see him get a sack here on Mahomes. He really just beats the right guard on this play. But as we see consistently with Denver, when they're really trying to collapse the pocket around the quarterback, they're going to send their outside backers wide. And look how far out Bradley Chubb is right here. He is wide, so he's going to come off wide. You're going to have Malik Reed coming off wide. And then you have your double 3s. They are attacking here and then trying to crash up inside. And Draymond Jones absolutely does a good job there. As I mentioned, the reroute. Duke Dawson does a great job rerouting, banging, not allowing Travis Kelce to get off the line of scrimmage from a free release. And I think it really affects the play right here. Good jam there by Duke. And then the pressure. Draymond Jones coming untouched, beating number 77 for the sack on the play. Outside linebacker Malik Reed, 2 sacks on the day, back-to-back 2-sack performances for him. We're going to go through the route combinations here. The Broncos, they are in a 31 tech, which means that Draymond Jones is in a 3, Shelby Harris is in a 1, Deshaun Williams, Malik Reed, and then Bradley Chubb off the edge here overall. The route combination, bottom of your screen, folks. It's going to be a stutter and go. You're going to see this wide receiver right here. What's going to happen with him is he's going to motion, and then he's going to bow behind the line. Running back's going to fake the handoff, come up inside and sit. Travis Kelce's going to block 1001, release, and then come on the over route here. And then there's an extra tight end in for pass protection. He doesn't do a very good job here and allows Malik Reed to get the sack here overall. It's a hard play to ask, and Patrick Mahomes takes a shot. Malik Reed, anytime you get a chance to take a shot at Mahomes, you got to nail it, and Malik Reed does so right there. So taking a look at it here from the other angle for the Broncos on the defensive perspective, as I mentioned, 31, 3 technique here, which means he's on the outside shoulder of the right guard. Shelby Harris in the 1 technique on one of the shoulders of the center here, Deshaun Williams, Bradley Chubb, Malik Reed. And what's going to happen here, like I said, Travis Kelce's going to release 1001. He's going to run the over route. That means that this tight end right here, he's supposed to come out and block Malik Reed. That's a hard task to ask for another tight end to be able to do so. He doesn't do it. Malik Reed too quick for him. And I want you guys to watch real quick right here. Watch Shelby Harris and then kind of peek your glance over to Malik Reed as well. Shelby Harris drives this guy back, and then Malik Reed's speed allows him to come off the edge. Shelby Harris getting his hand up. It's a sack on Patrick Mahomes. Malik Reed's second sack of the day. Broncos, they were in goal line man here on second and goal. You're going to see a motion across the line of scrimmage here. Bryce Callahan going to follow. But because this receiver is going to bow out wide, there's communication right here from Kareem Jackson to Bryce Callahan that, hey, you're going to have to take this guy right here because he's going to come back underneath. Kansas City on film shows a tendency to bring this guy back underneath when they already have a motion coming across on the outside. And so this is going to free up Malik Reed to have some action at the quarterback. And we're going to see the communication right here. This guy's going to come underneath. This guy's going to release outside. He's got man coverage here, AJ Boye. And then you fake the inside handoff. Now this guy comes underneath. He's going to have to step here in front. Malik Reed does that, does a good job taking trail technique. He's picked up right here. He's covered already. Josie Jewell backside pursuit. You have another safety help guy in the middle. This is a play that's going nowhere, and Malik Reed wraps up the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage for a loss on the play here. Take a look at what the Broncos are into in their defensive front. Anthony Chickillo, Malik Reed, and then you're going to have a 3 technique, and then you're going to have a 2-eye. So we call this a 32 look here on the defensive interior. You're going to see the backside come up underneath here. Malik Reed is going to chase and trail technique. Simmons is going to pick up this tight end coming under the line of scrimmage. You have an extra guy here, and then bam, Malik Reed taking a good angle at the quarterback. That's one thing I've liked about Malik Reed. He is always taking good angles. He's a disciplined football player. There's a reason he's in Vic Fangio's defensive scheme. The Broncos in this play give up a 102-yard kick return for a touchdown to Bryson Pringle here. Just going to kind of explain a little bit the diagram. The Broncos are going to kick it to Pringle back here, and McManus is going to pooch it in the direction about the left side here. So that means these guys are running downfield. They have got to be the alley guys that are protecting the left side, and because of that, you're going to see a track. We call it tracking, so I apologize if the word track gets annoying here. They're going to all track because the Broncos, they want to funnel the returner into one area where everybody can collapse it in. Now, ideally at this point, they're protecting. It's fielded. Now, these guys have to start closing the distance. They can't over-pursue this way because if Pringle decides to take it out this way, these guys are the last line of defense. They're the contained guys. They're the safeties. Now, if you can see, there's a double team right here, double team, and then P.J. Locke right here is going to get pushed inside. Trey Marshall is going to get pushed inside as well. It's going to create the alley here for Pringle. Look at it. It's wide open. He takes the cutback. These guys have to be there. He's a little bit late getting off this block. He doesn't take a good angle, and then all of a sudden now your kicker has to be able to take this angle to the outside here. There ain't no way he's going to catch him, and in the snow and the slippery conditions, the pursuit angles for the Broncos and their kickoff coverage weren't good enough, and it leads to a touchdown by Kansas City. 1st and 10 for the Broncos offense out of 13 personnel, 1 running back, 3 tight ends here. This is just a 2-man route concept for the Denver Broncos, Jerry Jeudy and Noah Fant. Jerry Judy's going to run off a deep pattern here. Noah Fant's going to run a drag pretty much to the sticks, and Drew Lock really just misses the read, misses him wide open right about here. Right here, these inside linebackers, they bite on the play as Drew Lock is carrying out his fake. If he sets his feet and throws, he's going to have an open guy right here. Look at all this green grass here. This corner's playing back. He's going to play underneath. He's going to get over the top here. Eventually, once the ball's thrown, this corner is going to break on Noah Fant, but he doesn't do that because Locke doesn't throw it to him. But he's so wide open here. All Locke has to do is throw this ball right here to lead him in stride, and it's going to be a first down. You want to keep drives alive, sustain, instead of taking shots downfield where it stops the clock. He instead takes a deep shot downfield. You have this 2-window safety look right here, and the ball is going to fall incomplete. It was never open there. He's got to stop going for the home run ball. Take what the defense gives you. Live to fight another day. And so what you're going to see on the scheme, as I mentioned, you're going to see Nick Vannett crash down. Albert Okwuegbunam is going to come out, and then Philip Lindsay is going to run a little bit of a wheel route after faking the handoff. And then you're going to have Noah Fant getting open because the 2 inside linebackers bite on it very, very hard. And it's just a missed opportunity here for this Denver Broncos team. And here's the deal. He's got a clean pocket. He's got his feet set right here. He's got to launch it right away, give his receiver a time to get it. Instead, he airmails it downfield where there's these two safeties. It's just not a good play for the Broncos. They're going to have to correct this short week against the Los Angeles Chargers. They're going to have to do better going into this game. This is Drew Lock's second interception of the game against Kansas City. It's going to be third down, and it's going to be a double slant concept here. Lock's going to throw the ball quickly. It's a quick throw. It's going to be a little bit behind KJ Hamler, but it hits Hamler in the hands as well. Pops up into Tyrann Mathieu's hands for the interception. The Broncos on this one, look, this is between both Hamler and Drew Lock. KJ Hamler's had some drop issues in college. He's going to have to get it here. Lock, the ball placement's got to be better. And the tackling after the fact has to be a lot better too. This is going to be a little bit of a decent gain, decent return initially by Tyrann Mathieu, and then Garrett Bowles going to shoulder shrug him. I like that. I like the dog mentality right there. But let's watch the ball placement right here of Drew Lock. Let's see where it's at. Now, initially, it's coming out, and it is going to be behind and up into the hands of Tyrann Mathieu. You got to be able to make that catch. Initially, the replay even showed it. It hit Hamler in the hands. You got to be able to make that, but the ball placement can be better by Drew Lock going forward. Kansas City on this play gets pressure. They get the pick six, and they do a really good job of disguising out of cover zero. What is cover zero? There's going to be nobody deep. Everyone is manned up. You got man coverage all across the board here by the Chiefs, and they're going to walk up a linebacker. They're going to send six on this play. Boom, 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 and he's going to wrap outside free. And it's going to cause pressure here, but Drew Lock, his first read is Noah Fant. And what the route combination is going to be, you're going to see an outside route, you're going to see a step and an out route. Then Jerry Jeudy is going to stem outside, come back inside, and then you're going to see a little pivot route here from Deshaun. Tim Patrick's going to do a little bit of a curl route or a hitch route. But outside of this, Sorensen's eyes, they're looking right at Drew Lock, as you could tell right here. Then his eyes divert quickly to Noah Fant on his release. He sees he's releasing outside, and then he's going to jump the route. Pressure in his face. Lock's either going to have to throw that one away or try to set his feet and maybe find Jerry Jeudy here, or throw this route quicker. Sorensen read it from the onset, and the Broncos never really had a chance at this point. This was a big turning point for the Broncos in this game. It made the score a lot bigger than it should have been, and if the Broncos can avoid these mistakes, they can be competitive in games. They got the defense to do it here. So as we're going to see, I'm going to show you the blitz package here. Now, both Lloyd Cushenberry and Graham Glasgow on this play, they're going to focus on the interior. Their job is to protect inside out. So initially, you got this guy, he's going to bow wide. You're going to see initially, they're coming crashing inside here. This is a great scheme designed by Spagnuolo, defensive coordinator. This guy's going to cross Glasgow's face. He has to step down, and they're going to bring this guy free. Okay, at this point, you got one-on-one, and then you got one-on-one right here with this guy crashing inside. This is a tough play for any offensive lineman to make. It's designed free pressure blitz here, and it's going to be a pick six here for Sorensen. This truly was the turning point of this game for the Denver Broncos in their 43-16 loss. The Broncos on this play, Drew Lock gets sacked for a 3-yard loss on the play here, extra pass protection, and really the coverage overall by Kansas City is pretty strong. You got this guy trailing underneath. He's playing on the side over the top. He's playing deep middle, and ideally these guys are taking off this way. So really, if Lock's going to throw this ball, it's going to have to come right here to this route to KJ Hamler. He just doesn't have time. DeMar Dotson lets a guy on the interior, and it forces Drew Lock to try to scramble. In a situation like that, live to see another day, throw the ball away. That's a good motto. Live to see another day, throw the ball away. Broncos here. Nick Vanette's playing left tackle here, folks. Garrett Bowles slides out to the right tackle. The extra right tackle here because DeMar Dotson is also right here. And DeMar Dotson on this play allows number 95 to get through. If you're watching this right here, he's playing. Just keep your eye on him after I resume the play right here. Lets him through. And Lock's got to either throw the ball away or he's got to find a way to get there. But notice his instinct right here is to roll right. He's got to be able to throw the ball away, live to see another day instead of taking unnecessary shots. This is equally both on Drew Lock and on DeMar Dotson.